Hello, dear Taurus. I will tell you today's horoscope for September 29th, 2024. A message of love, hope, and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, dear Taurus. I'll tell you today's horoscope. Today will be a day of much ado about nothing at work, as things will remain a bit stagnant. Try to give them the push they need without counting on others. You will receive some not-so-good news from someone you care about. Taurus, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any video. Think carefully before changing jobs. Now is not the best time. You may have to make some expenses related to a car. Be patient. You could get more out of your money if you were more aware of it. During this day, you should be careful with money and not waste it. If you open your heart and tell what's happening to you, others will be able to support you. In love, make the most of this good moment you are going through. Your personal charisma can help you a lot in everything. Don't stop using it. Try to improve relationships with your environment and you will see how you achieve it. Health, take a break as soon as you feel a little bad. Stress can sap your vitality, so you should control your nerves. In general, you are doing well, so take advantage of this to add more comfort to your lifestyle. With Venus trine with Neptune and conjunction with the Sun, your will is in a positive tone, Taurus, and your power of persuasion is high, ideal for convincing in love, selling something or doing an important business, or demanding some right. Do not feel disturbed by anything, because things are going well, even if it may seem otherwise. Today, a new aspect is also presenting itself, the opposition with Saturn. Since Uranus is direct, mentally prepare yourself for something exciting on this day. People will actively contact Taurus, even if you decide to sit at home. Taurus man, you should focus on existing needs. If Taurus lacks female attention, then it is preferable to make contact with the female sex when he just wants to relax. You can safely accept invitations from friends. Taurus woman, you have to be selective when determining the satellite for the next few days, months, or years. Don't be fooled in your relationship by someone who spoke nicely to you for one night. A piece of advice, don't lock yourself up within four walls. Go out on the street, to a bar or out of town with people who care about you. Find a new freedom in which you can free yourself and gain strength and love. Neptune's trine with your ruler accentuates your fantasies, and you run the risk of confusing emotions with feelings, thinking you love someone who only interests you from another point of view. In general, very serious commitments are not good for you in these last days of September, while Uranus retrograde transit ends. In health, the opposition between Saturn and Venus, at 180 degrees between the two, tends to cause you certain discomforts. In the past, you have had problems with heartburn, stomach or duodenal ulcers, or you are suffering from constipation. Relax, Taurus. At work, don't be discouraged and much less disheartened if some work management does not give the expected results, because at this time there are two planetary oppositions related to your ruler, and also retrograde planets. The smartest thing is not to get your head in a twist thinking that things are not going well. Money and fortune, Ceres, the planetoid of abundance, is direct, which is good news. However, there is a tendency to squander or waste the resources that are coming to you, and that attitude could seriously compromise your economy if you do not act in a judicious and careful manner. Today's astral vibration. Sexual energy level, intense. Cosmic dynamics, the entry of a sign of the fire element into the zodiac, which imparts enthusiasm to your life. Dangerous tendency, stubbornness, and not changing a work method because you remain obsessed with something that doesn't work. What should you avoid? Emotional actions because you let yourself be manipulated emotionally. Quote of the day, there are treasures that cannot be described with numbers because their meaning is transcendent and goes beyond fortunes and money. Compatibility. This day is a good day for you with water signs like Cancer and your opposite Scorpio. Also with Virgo and Taurus, who are of the same element as you. The most tense relationship could occur with someone from Aries. Your current compatibility is good with all signs, although better with water and earth signs. If you are single, these final days of September will be of total astonishment because you will discover love where there was friendship before. Numerology. The general universal number for all signs is 8. In numerology, the sum is reduced to a digit. Auspicious hours. In matters of love, money, and business, they are given according to Eastern European Standard Time. You must adapt these hours to your national time. 1:30 a.m., 6:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m., 5:10 p.m. Lucky numbers 19, 27, 31, and 46. The lucky number is 39, and your color is white. Representatives of this sign stand firmly and confidently on the ground, do not fly in the clouds, and have real goals. What other qualities does the element give to this sign? In addition to great diligence and perseverance, Taurus are conservative. It is difficult for them to accept something new, be it events or impressions. It is easier for them to follow the familiar model of the world, the ideas about which they once formed in their heads. Such people often impose their opinion and react extremely sharply to criticism, and do not accept the existence of other points of view. In general, Taurus always support their loved ones, deeply empathize and sympathize. They are not capable of betrayal, because they themselves are tough with betrayal. Representatives of this sign cannot let go of old grievances for a long time, they are very vulnerable and do not accept lies and falsehoods. They adore luxurious things and comfort, and have a weakness for exquisite interior items, and they furnish their home with pleasure. Due to their innate sense of responsibility and hard work, these people set the bar very high for those around them. They will not take unnecessary risks to achieve their goals. Today you will be able to enjoy a pleasant day that will undoubtedly be very special. Take advantage of these moments to put work aside for a while. Taurus, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any video. Between you and your partner there is an uncomfortable topic that you avoid discussing. You must address it, forgive each other, and remove that barrier. Do not expect too much from people who are not committed to your project. It is a good day to renew yourself and consider new partners or companions to trust. Your physical and emotional well-being depends on you, not luck. You must take care of yourself and work on your health and happiness, act proactively and ask what you can do for yourself today. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us make them even better by becoming a sponsor of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button and, with your help, we will continue to grow. New economic opportunities will dazzle with your wise decisions. Very convenient business agreements or moves with great profit can be made if you are perseverant and rely on your skills. A new beginning will be born for you. Coexistence will go through a passing storm. Do not neglect those who love you or help you in life. A visit to older relatives is very propitious. Remember that your life can be dizzying and active, however, forgetting the elders who helped us when we were young can be an oversight from which we learn a lot and will cause you anguish and guilt. Avoid these feelings in your life. With Pluto's retrograde trine with Neptune and the conjunction with the Sun, your will is in a positive tone, Taurus, and your power of persuasion is high, ideal for convincing in love, selling something, doing an important business, or demanding some right. Don't feel disturbed by anything, things are going well, even if it may seem otherwise due to Pluto's opposition. Today a new aspect is also presenting itself, the opposition with Saturn. Since Ceres is direct, mentally prepare yourself for something exciting, new, a situation that will inspire you and help you earn more and better allocate your resources, Taurus. It is evident that you have something inside that is motivating you to realize those dreams that you had for a long time, the same ones that a long time ago you had not even decided to try. Everything is possible and you can achieve what you want, but you will need a little help. Don't torment yourself spending the day thinking about everything you have done wrong these days. Leave the past behind and focus on the present. We often let wonderful things pass us by because we don't know how to appreciate our present and focus on things that aren't worth it. Neptune's retrograde trine with Uranus accentuates your fantasies, and you run the risk of confusing emotions with feelings, thinking you love someone who only interests you from a more physical point of view. In general, you don't want to make very serious commitments in these last days of September, while Neptune's retrograde transit ends. Be very careful with the things you say. You may have, without realizing it, made your partner have a bad time. Apologize for the things you said, even without realizing it. Those little words can make love fall apart. Don't take anything lightly. If you haven't been lucky enough to find the right person in the past few days, today is a perfect day to go out with friends. You're likely to find your right person where you least expect it, but be careful, it's important to keep your eyes open, as there will be people who seem to be the right ones. The opposition between Saturn and Venus, with a difference of 180 degrees between them, tends to cause you certain discomforts. In the past, you've had problems with heartburn, stomach or duodenal ulcers, where you're suffering from constipation. Don't worry, Taurus, these are temporary aspects. Try to be more alert to headaches and go to the doctor before they get worse. Likewise, you should be aware of body aches and more so of stomach aches. Relax and stop stressing over anything, that doesn't help you at all. Don't be discouraged and much less disheartened if some work management does not give the expected results, because at this time there are two planetary oppositions related to your ruler, and also retrograde planets. The smartest thing is not to get your head over heels thinking that things are not going well. Everything will pass. Regarding work, everything points to stable days. There may be some changes that are somewhat difficult to assimilate. Try to be very careful with those people who do not inspire much confidence and try, above all, not to get too involved with them. They will not bring anything good to your life. Ceres, the planetoid of abundance, is direct, which is good news. However, there is a tendency to squander or waste the resources that are coming to you, and that attitude could seriously compromise your economy if you do not act in a judicious and careful way with your expenses and payments. This day you will have a considerable income. This is due to some streak of luck that you will have, but do not be overconfident. Save as much as you can, as this is only temporary. Limit yourself to unnecessary purchases, buy only what is essential for you and your family at this time. Financial growth will come to your business today. This is due to the great decisions you have made previously. It is important to remember that just because you have good profits does not mean you can squander money. Enjoy your good results, but do not overdo it. If throughout the day you have to choose something that contains this or another color, do not hesitate to choose the one that contains your lucky color. You cannot go through today, Taurus, without making a firm resolution to make an effort and avoid being dominated by those absurd fears that have negatively conditioned some good things in your life on a daily basis. Do not let more time pass without trying your luck with that idea you have in mind. Now the perfect circumstances are coming together for you to launch yourself into that project, but you are not taking advantage of them. You are feeling victorious. You'd like to try out a new person, but you're still hung up on a past story. Loneliness doesn't benefit you now, Taurus. Today you should accept the proposal of this person who is hanging around you every day. If you've been in a relationship for a while, it's time to think about going out. It will be very romantic. 7 things you need to know before falling in love with Taurus. You've fallen in love with romantic Taurus. This earth sign is represented by a bull and is considered very practical, hardworking, but also fixed in ideas. They don't usually make false steps, as they take all the options into account and plan everything they do very well. Taurus is patient, tender, and sweet, although they can be very stubborn and may be jealous and overprotective. If you want to go out with a Taurus, you might want to read this article to see if you make a good couple. They are trustworthy. If you need to reveal your most intimate secrets to a loyal person, Taurus is definitely your best option. They are excellent at keeping secrets. On the other hand, this sign is characterized by having their loved ones in the highest esteem, so they are capable of doing almost anything for the people they love. They persevere. People ruled by this sign do not tolerate failure. They tend to be very firm and determined with their decisions. This perseverance makes them prevail and succeed in any field. However, it must be taken into account that it is a bit difficult for them to understand other points of view. With this, it is necessary to highlight that it is very difficult to make this sign change its mind. They are independent. Taurus is one of those signs that prefer to do things on their own and without any external help. However, this characteristic shows independence and reliability for them. Family time, parties and social gatherings are not usually the preferred events for this sign, since they do not like being the center of attention very much. They prefer a calmer and quieter environment. Taurus loves spending quality time with their loved ones. Family gatherings or even individual trips are their favorite events. Born rebel, Taurus are characterized by not going with the flow, as they tend to be very attached to their way of being. With this, it is very difficult to change their way of thinking. They will always study their options and possibilities very well with any controversial issue, so they do not tend to think like the majority. Their principles are very well rooted in their being. Due to this, it will be difficult to make them change their mind. They are overprotective. This sign cannot stand to see their closest social circle sad or upset by other people, therefore, they tend to fiercely care for their loved ones and family. They will never let any mistreatment of their loved ones go unnoticed. Today could be a somewhat complicated day, Taurus. Situations could seem more difficult than they really are, but do not worry, you will have the opportunity to get something good out of all this if you manage to concentrate. Staying calm and focusing your attention on what truly matters will be key to navigating these difficulties. It is important that you keep a clear vision of the path you are taking and the steps you take, because each decision you make will influence the results you will get later. If you feel that the people around you are not paying enough attention to you or are not valuing your opinions, it is time to take action. In order for others to listen to you, you must first make yourself heard. It is a good day to be proactive and express yourself with confidence. Everything you need to be taken into account is in your hands. You will not always get what you want right away, but the more you practice, the easier it will be to make your voice heard and respected. Today is a good day to start working on it. If you are currently going through a stage where you feel stuck, do not be discouraged. It is very common, and we have all been through it at some point in our lives. The important thing is that you do not stop trying, because effort is what will ultimately lead you forward. If you are in a phase of studying and you notice that you are not performing at the level you want, take a break. Sometimes, what you need is to clear your mind with some relaxing activity, and then come back with more clarity and motivation. You have made an important decision regarding your relationship, and you may feel uncertain about what will happen next. It is normal to feel afraid of changes, but do not let this worry consume you. If you made this decision with full awareness and an open heart, then you will not be wrong. Life has a particular way of surprising us when we least expect it. Today could be a key day where an unexpected event will define the course of your relationship and your love life in the future. If you do not have a partner, you may be experiencing sadness or nostalgia for past relationships. This is preventing you from moving forward clearly towards new opportunities in love. Taurus, it is important that you allow time to do its work. You are not ready to find that special person yet, because first you must work on yourself and heal those wounds that the past has left. But don't worry, the time will come, and when it does, you will be fully prepared to receive it. Horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.